Hey guys, what is going on? Eastern Conference Finals, Hawks versus Bucks. The Bucks are up 2-1 in this series, and unfortunately, Trae Young is not going to be playing in this game, which really stinks because you hate to see guys go down with injuries and not be able to play, at this stage in the playoffs. So that really stinks, especially because I really do enjoy watching him play. Obviously when he's not playing against my favorite team, the Knicks, but the Bucks, like I said, they're up 2-1 in the series, and Atlanta is playing on their home court tonight. So in my opinion, this is a must-win game for the Atlanta Hawks. Yes, it's not a win-or-go-home game, but in my opinion, if they go down 3-1 and then have to go on the road, that's tough, especially with Trae Young being out tonight. The Hawks, they really gotta win this game, in my opinion, on their home floor. So it's currently the end of the first quarter, and the Hawks are up 25-22, I believe. I just checked the score, but then I always forget the score once I start the video. But this is the thing. They went on a 7-0 run early in this game, just like last game. I had some deja vu, right? But then they started to lose that lead. The lead started to get smaller. But during this game, it was when that second unit came on, when the guys who have really been on the bench for this series, started to come on the floor. That's when things got a little rough, I guess you could say, for Atlanta, which makes sense. They're probably a little nervous, haven't really played much in the playoffs. It makes sense. I'm just saying that's when I noticed a big shift. The play got kind of sloppy. So, in my opinion, Bogdanovich needs to have a big game. He's the guy, with Trae Young being out, that the Hawks need to have a big game, but he's still struggling a little bit. We know he's dealing with an injury, but he's that guy who can shoot the three-point ball, and with Trae Young being out, they really need him to step up. Gallinari has stepped up yet again. He already has 2 3-pointers, 2 really long three-pointers, but Giannis, he doesn't have a point yet, and I think the Hawks are starting to get more in the paint and clog that paint area a little bit more, which I think could work, and that's what I was saying they should do last game. For the Bucks to win this game, I think they just need to have a solid performance from Chris Middleton and Giannis. They just need a clean game with not a lot of turnovers from those guys, because it's going to be tough for the Hawks to win this game with Trae Young out. But listen, anything is possible. We've seen this Hawks team complete comebacks. And I'll catch you guys at halftime. Guys, it is halftime and the Hawks are up 51-38. So I definitely didn't expect this, but this game also definitely isn't over yet. The Hawks need to continue to play with the same energy and the same aggressiveness that they played with in this first half to win this game, because this game is far from over. They have held Giannis in check, but at any point, Giannis could become, Giannis again and just go off and dominate that paint. So the Hawks need to continue to play with that same energy they played with in this first half. So let me say this about the Hawks. They played with so much energy on defense. Their defense, I think, was the most surprising thing for me thus far in this game. They were all over the place on defense. They were causing that Bucks team to be so frazzled on offense. So many turnovers. They were in there trying to poke the ball away, just making the Bucks really uncomfortable on offense. And they've really held Giannis out of the paint, because earlier in the series, the last few games, Giannis was just getting to the basket, it seemed like, whenever he wanted. And I said earlier in this video that for the Bucks to win this game, they just need Giannis and Chris Middleton to have solid games and not turn the ball over as a team, right? Well, they've been turning the ball over, and Chris Middleton and Giannis aren't having great games, in my opinion, or really good games. They're not playing solid games for what they're capable of. So the thing is, this Hawks team, with Trae Young being out, not one player is really being that superstar, right? Every single guy is stepping up that has played. You know what I mean? Every single guy is contributing and making an impact on this game. Lou Williams, he has 13 points. I think he's the leading scorer right now. But all the other guys, they've all, made an impact. It's just a bunch of guys really stepping up. The next man up is everyone. You know what I mean? Everyone is stepping up to try to, compensate for Trae Young not playing in this game. It's actually crazy how much the crowd has had an impact on this game thus far with Giannis's free throws. Oh my gosh. The crowd there is crazy, and the counting is literally affecting Giannis. It's insane. It's crazy. I honestly feel bad for Giannis because I like Giannis. He seems like a really awesome dude. He's a great player, obviously. So I feel bad for him, but it's crazy. It's crazy that the crowd is actually having an impact on this game in such a big way. Really, like, all the players are stepping up in, Trae Young's absence, but also the crowd is stepping up. So, the Hawks really needed a sixth man to try to win this game, right? The game isn't over yet. They haven't won. But listen, that crowd is the sixth man, giving them that extra boost because, Lou Williams is starting now. He can't be the sixth man because Trae Young's out. So the crowd is that sixth man. But really impressive stuff from the Hawks thus far. But like I said, this game is far from over. They need to continue to play with that energy on every single possession if they want to win this game because the Bucks could easily come back in this game. I just want to say that. The Bucks could easily come back in this game. Chris Middleton could get hot. We saw that happen last game. He could get hot and this game could be over. So they got to make sure the Bucks don't get hot from three-point range because that could really, really change this game. And if Giannis starts to get going and starts to get, to the basket, the game could be won by the Bucks then pretty quickly. So I'll see you guys at the end of the third quarter. So Giannis's knee just got injured and oh my gosh, they just showed the replay. I honestly cannot believe this is happening. Oh, they're showing his brother. Oh, I can't even watch this. Oh God, this is terrible. So many injuries on his brothers right there. And you guys know Giannis is such a good dude, man. Oh, he looks like he's in so much pain. Oh man, I really hope he's okay. I really hope it's just like, I don't know, like a sprain. Honestly, I don't even know. The video was so, and it's just like a thing for this to happen in the freaking Eastern Conference Finals. Oh he's getting help walking off the court. It's terrible. This is terrible. This is just absolutely, you don't want to see this. Oh God. I feel so freaking bad for him. Alright, he's walking. That's what you want to see. He's walking off the court, okay? He's getting help, but he's walking. That's what you want to see. I mean, that's a good sign. I mean, obviously you don't want to see this, but you want to see. Alright, at least they didn't have to, carry him with weight on one leg. Alright, I don't know. Maybe this is a good sign. I don't know, but prayers for Giannis, man. Oh, God. That replay was brutal. End of the third quarter. The Hawks are up 87-62. But honestly, after Giannis went out of this game, I couldn't really concentrate on the game like how I was concentrating on the game before because, you gotta hope and pray that it's nothing serious. Some people are saying could have been hyperextended, which I guess would be one of the things that isn't too bad, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I really don't know. But the good news, I guess, was that he did come back out to the bench, but when he came back out to the bench, the Hawks were already up by 20, so they probably didn't want to, push him when they were already down by 20. But I don't know, maybe he was just coming back out to the bench area to watch. I don't know, but it was obviously good to see him walking back out to the bench. But it just stinks. All these injuries, like I was saying about Trae Young before this game, it just stinks. You're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you work so hard to get to this point. Forget just being, your NBA career, your whole life. They've literally worked their whole life to get to this point, and then to get injured, it stinks. For Giannis, for Trae, for anyone who's been injured, for Kawhi, anyone who's injured, it stinks. It really does, and your heart has to go out to all those guys. It really, I just hate seeing, watching that on TV. Just, my heart. It just, you hate seeing someone in that position. But just to talk about the game here real quick. Bogdanovich really got back into the groove of things in this third quarter. He had been struggling throughout this series, like I said earlier, but he really got back into the groove of things. Cam Reddish is another guy who hasn't played in literally months. Well, he played during the series, but before the series, he hadn't played in months. But he was hitting some shots. And, I mean, this game is, like, basically over at this point, I guess. I'll probably speak more. I will speak more after the fourth quarter. But it's just tough when something like this happens during a game. Yeah, I'm gonna say more after the game ends. This game is over. The Hawks win this one 110-88. And honestly, you do have to give the Hawks credit for this win. With the way they came out in the first half of this game and how they played, they really did play a gritty game. Like, I know everything that happened with Giannis, and that obviously stinks, like, really bad, and I'm still thinking a lot about that. The official report is, as of right now, that he hyperextended it, but I'm sure he's going to get imaging done on it and stuff. So I guess we'll find out more about that tomorrow, but you hope that's really all it is, and that it's nothing major, and that he can return during this series, and you hope that Trae Young can return during this series, but I don't know. Like, I'm sure we'll find out more information about both those guys tomorrow. But like I was saying about the Hawks, you do have to give them credit for this win, because they came out early in this game, and they really outplayed the Hawks early in this game. How many points did the Hawks have? The Bucks have in the first half? I believe it was below 40, right? I believe it was. It had like 38 or something, right? The Hawks came out and they played this game like it was a must-win game. And in my opinion, it was a must-win game. And they just played with a lot of intensity, a lot of energy. They played great defense. And they did what they had to do on offense. And you could just tell, like, I don't know, the Hawks just came out like they knew they had to win this game, like I said. And now the series is tied 2-2. This is like a whole new series now. Honestly, this game could have swayed the series so much. If the Bucks won this game, they would have been up 3-1 heading back to their home court. It would have changed the series so much. But now it's a 2-2 series. And really, anyone can win this series, in my opinion. Still, anyone can win this series. And yeah, I'm just thinking about both those players right now, Giannis and Trae. I don't know. I guess we'll find out more information tomorrow, like I said. But you just really hope they both can come back Thursday. I don't know if they can, but you hope both of them can come back Thursday. I honestly expected Trae Young to play tonight. I don't know. I just thought he would for some reason. But, yeah, just, hoping for a speedy recovery for both those guys. And yeah, it just stinks. It stinks when stuff like this happens during, like I said, the Eastern Conference Finals. Like at this stage in the playoffs. It stinks whenever it happens, but it just stings even more when it's at this stage in the playoffs. So yeah, like I said, woof. Injuries stink. I'm just going to end the video by saying that. Injuries stink. Injuries are the worst. They're literally the worst part of sports. Injuries absolutely stink. That's it for this video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know, what you thought of this game. Where do you think this series is going? How many games do you think this series is going to go? All that. And if you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe. Peace out.